Okay, this video I'm going to show you how to do the wheel. So I'm going to actually name the part right here in the browser. Didn't know you could do that? Well, now you do. Need to create a sketch. I don't care which plane you use, but we're going to create, again, notice the worksheet shows you an isometric sectional view. So you get a good view of the cross section of the wheel. And that's what you're going to need to create the profile of, and then use the revolve command. And then we'll add some more features to it. But essentially, if you look from the center of the wheel, and I recommend you cut the hole out for the hub and the wheel axle peg later on. So from the center of the wheel, we want to go all the way out 1 inch. (90°), and then I'm going to make the rounded part later. Notice the thickness of the wheel is 0.25. Now this part comes back, let's see, to the inner radius, 1/4 of an inch. I can see the dimension is 0.75 inches, so I need to come back 0.25. Then it's going to narrow down to 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. Then go all the rest of the way in, except for that narrow, the hub sort of towards the center. So I want to make sure this is 1/4 of an inch. I need to leave a little gap where I'm going to make it thicker. So rather than 0.75 inches, I guess I'll go 0.5 inches. Right? Is that right? Think so. Then back out to the full 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch thickness, then to there, then to there. Now it might not quite look much like a wheel, but we'll get there one step at a time. So first thing is, you'll notice this line here is not constrained, right? So we need to fix that. And this one here also is not constrained. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a dimensional constraint on this to make it 0.25 inches. Then we're also going to put a dimensional constraint on this to make it 0.125 inches. And now we're fully constrained. Last thing, and I could do this a couple ways. The way I like to do this is create an arc, and we'll do a 3-point arc. 0.1 there, 0.2 there, and then the radius is 0.125. And now this may not let me trim this because it might complain that it's oh, okay, just let me do it. Yeah, okay, so it's got a dimension, so it's not going to let you constrain it. That's fine. We don't really need to trim that. As a matter of fact, you don't really need to trim that either. All we need to do now is revolve, but select both profiles like this. Then you need to select the axis of revolution right there, and essentially there's your your basics of your wheel. Okay, and I think that's right. So click OK. Now, we need the hole in the center, right? Then we also need to round each of these hard edges, and we need to punch in the features around there. So I'm gonna do those in other videos. So this will be the end of part 1.